So, looking at our discussion post from this week, we were supposed to be looking at Gestalt and existential theories. So, getting into that, from Corey, our class textbook, and Tan, talking about some of the characteristics of our existential theory. So, the existential theory wants to be balanced between finding the limits of people and the said outcomes of life, while also seeing the opportunities of being alive, living, being here as well. It also talks a lot about people dealing with like the anxiety of being alone and going at life alone, as like this is a reality, like all of us going at life by ourselves. That's kind of just how it is. This view also believes that we don't have one set purpose in life, but we keep defining this throughout our lives. They also believe that there are different dimensions of human nature, as stated by Corey: the capacity for self-awareness, freedom and responsibility, creating one's identity, and establishing meaningful relationships with others, the search for meaning, purpose, values, and goals, anxiety as a condition of living, and awareness of death and non-being. The more self-aware that someone is, the more freedom and the more free that they can be. It's believed that people can make choices, and they are in charge of their lives. People feel whole by finding meaning in their life. It uses many different types of techniques, and present is most important in this theory. Then, looking at how this goes with the Bible, existential theory can seem a bit too hopeless, and it comes off kind of like there's no meaning to life, going at it alone. That does not line up with Scripture. And then existential theory does emphasize living a true, authentic life, which is outlined in the Bible and in Scripture. And then Gestalt theory, like existential theory, focuses on the present, which is definitely a strength of this view, just like it is for existential. And the client's perception of their own reality is really stressed in the Gestalt theory. Gestalt also values the client being in touch with their inner emotions, and this is also a strength because a lot of other theories focus more on the cognitive processes of mental illness and human behavior. Then, moving right along, this client should be focusing on in therapy to discover who they are now instead of who they should be, as this will kind of allow them to make those meaningful, lasting changes to themselves where necessary. And then the focus of the present definitely fits into Scripture, as we don't want to be worrying about things that haven't happened yet and dwelling on the past outlined in Scripture. And then along with that, Scripture focuses a bit too, like Adlerian, focuses a bit too much on the positive parts of human nature and doesn't always take into account the more evil pieces of nature. Yes, thank you.